About it, Patrick Reynolds, president of the Foundation for a Smoke-Free America and grandson of R.J. Reynolds, founder of R.J. Reynolds Tobacco, and Gary Nolan, the national spokesperson for the Smokers Club. Patrick, let me start with you. Is there proof that smoking in movies actually causes young people to start smoking?
There is. There's a group in San Francisco, Smoke-Free Movies, that's done some very, very scholarly research and published studies showing that there's a clear link between the rise of the percentage of characters who smoke in films and the rate of youth smoking. So, and recently there was a poll done saying that 81% of the public surveyed say that adolescents are more likely to smoke if they see characters glamorizing smoking in films, and that 70% of the public would actually support an R rating for films in which smoking is portrayed without showing some of the health consequences.
So, Gary, there does seem to be public support for this, but you're not happy about it.
I'm thinking how silly I would be. If I want to take breakfast at Tiffany's home on a CD, I want it in a plain brown wrapper. It's adults only. Look, if the folks from PETA find out that you're hunting, will they want an R rating on the movie? If you put somebody on there that's eating fettuccine Alfredo, will the folks at CISB want an R rating? If you've got people on there who are too thin, will Ms. Magazine say, well, gee, teenage girls can't live up to that, we need an R rating? When does the political correctness stop? Look, Patrick, if you want to educate people and tell them not to smoke and explain the dangers of smoking, I'll stand shoulder to shoulder with you. But when you start
Gary,
pushing this kind of political
approach.
Correctness, it just is irritating.
Well, Patrick, has political correctness gone too far?
Perhaps, it depends how you view it. If you're not educated about how smoking in films really does affect our young people, then you might say it's gone too far. My approach is really quite different than Smoke-Free Movies. My approach complements theirs. What I'd like to do, and they also advocate this, I want to focus on putting messages in movie houses which deal not just with smoking but also with violence, with drugs, before the movie starts, so we would not affect the content of the film so much, which Smoke-Free Movies
do you really
is trying to
think
do.
If you put something in the beginning of the film about smoking being hazardous to your health, that it's going to make a difference in whether or not teenagers smoke? The warning on the package certainly hasn't helped.
It hasn't helped, and I think Gary said he would stand shoulder to shoulder with me, putting messages in movie houses before the movies start.
Voluntarily.
And I'd like to get movie stars in those messages as well, voluntarily, sure. And I think that I'm starting a new group, which is Hollywood for Teens, and we'd like to not just do smoking, but also violence and drugs in films. And and I think that if we can get some movie stars enlisted to be in those announcements, get top ad agencies to film them, and I think we'd like to film some footage for educational videos with the movie stars while we have them on the set of the commercials, to be distributed free to every middle school and high school in the whole country, with movie stars in educational videos made by a top educational video house. I think that could do a great deal of good, and I think the film industry would support my starting this group, Hollywood for Teens.
Unfortunately, because of all the breaking news we've had today, we're out of time. But Patrick, Gary, thank you for bringing some light to this issue. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Gay rights activists are demanding